What's going on, guys? I've been getting a lot of requests lately to make a KDE customization video and just kind of go over how I write KDE. Um, so it's pretty simple. I really don't do anything like really crazy or over the top. I have created some custom things for myself, particularly a kitty theme or a kitten theme as they call them for the kitty terminal, and I've made a color scheme for plasma to match that theme, and then I've customized my taskbar to also match. And I've done this, the way I've matched up these colors is with the color coding. Let's see. So I usually do, as you can see, author Murder from Mars, that's me. I call it Cosmic Cyberpunk. And this is the colors for my kitten theme. This gives me my terminal here and gives me the colors and everything else. And then I use these color codes that I have and I match them up everywhere else with my accents, with my custom theme here, with my panel colorizer to make everything exactly match. And of course I use my own custom fast fetch to get this fast fetch effect here. I am currently using Arch Linux. I've been kind of on a journey with Arch. That's not to say that I'm not still all about PeakOS. I'm still very involved over there and do still have it installed on another drive. I'm just branching out and I wanted to learn more about Arch and installing Arch and maintaining an Arch-based system. And I've actually figured out how to have a really good experience with Arch and using CachyOS repos and stuff. And I plan on releasing a couple videos here soon about how basically guiding people how to turn vanilla Arch into CachyOS, or how to turn it into basically a custom CachyOS with all the CachyOS optimizations, and how to easily get NVIDIA drivers installed through the Cachy repos and maintained by those repos so it's as low maintenance as possible, while avoiding some of the things about CachyOS that I don't like. As you can see here, we have Arch Linux. I've got my custom thing going on here. Shout out to this creator, Bits and Hits, who I'm using for the background music right now. He made this pretty cool Oblivion, but it's lo-fi beats. This is what he does. He, she, whoever does. They make basically take famous soundtracks, particularly of games, and kind of like turn them into like lo-fi beat remixes. And the Oblivion one's really fire. They got a Skyrim one too that's pretty good. I haven't listened to all of them, but I really like the Oblivion one, so that's what we're going with for the background music today. Just want to make sure they get some credit. I'll also be posting a link to their channel in the description if you want to check out some of their stuff, which you should, because it's really, really talented work. So yeah, so moving on from this, we're going to go over to settings, and we're going to go to colors and themes. So for colors, there's my custom color scheme, Cosmic Cyberpunk. Like I said, everything's matching here. We got the application style is Breeze, Plasma style is Iridescent Round, which is actually a CachyOS Plasma style that I imported. Then we're using the Breeze window theme, and the primary reason I'm using Breeze is because I want the window shadow, so I can get this like neon glow effect going on with my windows. Not a lot of window decorations support it, so I'm just kind of using Breeze right now, at least until I can find something better that supports what I want. You know what I mean? But this is working pretty well. And then we got the Magnet Dark icons. That's my icon pack. That's how I get these super sweet icons that I really like. I know I occasionally get hated on for them for some reason. Like, some people really don't like them, but most people seem to think they're cool, and I think they're cool. That's the most important thing. So Magna Dark icons. Cursors, I use the default cursor. I don't change my cursor because X cursor, which is the cursor you get when you're looking at a X Wayland application, does not support very many outside cursors. So what ends up happening is you'll have, this sick cursor, and then you'll open up Steam or whatever and put your mouse cursor over it, and it'll like revert to the default cursor. And then on top of that, too, another thing that I do for the cursor is I make sure to have a folder in my config called environment.d, and then I've got a kwin.config file in there, and in there I've got x cursor size underscore size dash 48. I use 200% scaling, and for whatever reason scaling doesn't translate to x cursor, so if you have 200% scaling on and you open up an X Wayland application and it switches to the X cursor, it's going to be like what the cursor would look like at 100% scaling. So basically your mouse shrinks, and it's really jarring and annoying and kind of hard to see on my display. So this makes it so that the X cursor is double in size, so it actually matches the 200% scaled size 24 cursor that I normally use. So yeah. And then we're going to be using Gradient Dark Global 6. You can use whatever splash screen you want, obviously. I use a lot of different ones, but I don't mess with SDDM themes. The last time I changed my SDDM theme, I ended up having to install GDM to get into my system because SDDM wouldn't launch. So I don't mess with the theme at all. Yeah, so on top of that, I use Panel Colorizer, which is an awesome little widget that lets you customize your KDE panel. You can basically select from various different presets, and then you can go down to Appearance. And you can modify. You can either modify an existing preset you've selected, or you can just not even select a preset and you can just kind of make your own. That's what gives me this rounded effect here on the KDE panel, and kind of lets me customize the colors and the coloration of the widgets and everything else. So it's a really great widget. I highly recommend it. Then for the clock and for the date and time, I'm using two modern clock widgets, which really you could use only one, but it basically lets you display the date, time, and day stacked on top of each other, and I wanted them to be kind of side by side, so I just used two widgets and then had each widget, one widget only display the time and one widget only display the date, and that's how I got that effect. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I might make a separate video on how to create your own color scheme. It's really not that hard. It's more tedious than anything. Yeah, let me know. Thanks for watching. I'll be leaving a link to my GitHub too on the description of the video, because I can't upload this stuff to the KDE store because they don't let people sign up with Gmail accounts for whatever reason. So I'm not gonna be uploading my stuff there because I'm not making a whole new email just to upload things to the KDE store. I will just upload what I create to my GitHub and leave links to it. So, all right, thanks for watching.